Hey everyone, this is Ferro, and with this video see the clue to find the 8 Sanctum Keys in blueprints, the location of each key and what you need to do to get them. The clue is found on top of the table inside room 46 once you get there for the second time. This paper gives you a bit of information about the location of each key. The first key is inside room 46 on the same table where you found the paper clue, and to be honest, for sure you got the key before finding the paper clue. The clue for the second key says that it's locked in the vault of a bank. This one is easy to guess, but before entering the vault you need the right key. For that, find the lost and found floor plan in the basement, I have a video on that, and draft it until you have the key for the vault safe number 370. Once you have the key, draft the vault and go to safe 370 to get the Sanctum Key. If you have the safe key but can't draft the vault, try to check it in the code check, as this key can take a lot of time to show up again. The third clue says that the key is high up among all the clocks. This means that you can find it inside the clock tower. You get this floor plan in the drafting studio if it shows up as one of the three options. Once you draft it, go upstairs and you'll see that one of the clocks is stuck at 1:30. Here what you need to do is to wait in this room until the time in the game reaches 1:30. You can check the time on the other clocks around you, but remember that you need to be inside this room. If you go somewhere else and once you return it already passed 1:30, you missed the opportunity. By reaching the required time, a cutscene will play and a new door will open downstairs. Now you must go down and enter this new secret room to find 8 clocks with cards on the glasses. This is a puzzle that you must solve to get the Sanctum Key. If you want to do it yourself, better to grab a pen and a paper, write everything down and follow the rules of the cards. Always remember that blue cards are true, red are false, but red with handwriting are true. This is not one of the hardest puzzles in the game, so I bet that you can solve it yourself. If you don't want to do it, then check the video for the solution and which time you must set for each clock. Once you finish, the third Sanctum Key is yours. Clue number 4 says that the key is down below beneath all the docks, which means at the bottom of the reservoir. But to be able to get there, you must connect the pump room with the boiler room to activate the reserve tank inside the pump room. If you have the electric eel aquarium upgrade, this works as the boiler room too and makes this easier. If you have the boiler room instead, inside it you need to activate the 3 steam points to put them all going to the center console. Once you have this done, direct the power to the pump room. Then inside the pump room keep emptying the reservoir, and then you can use the reserve tank to pass the water from tank number 1 to this one. This will allow you to completely dry the reservoir. Now you can go underground and you'll see the reservoir empty with a lot of chests down there. 23 to be more precise. If you want, you can get 23 keys and open everything to make this easier, but that's not necessary. A lot of boxes have cards that will tell you truths and lies, and these will help you to guess which chest has the Sanctum Key. I could be wrong, but the information slightly changes from each player, but in the end the correct answer will always be the chest behind the big rock, as you'll see in the video. The clue for the 5th key says it's held by a king on his throne, which means the throne room. This specific floor plan is obtained after getting all microchips and opening the door inside the Black Bridge Grotto. I also have another video explaining how to do that. Once inside the room, you'll find the key on top of a table next to one of the doors. Now we have clue number 6 stating that this key is in a station left by one of your own. Very tricky one if you don't know what it means. By station they mean a metro station. That doesn't help much either, but if you played the game enough, probably you know that there is a secret safe house underground next to the reservoir. To access that, play again with the reservoir water levels inside the pump room, but this time place the water at level 6. Once you have done that, go to the reservoir. Following the steps you did to go to the bottom, you'll see the boat at the end of the stairs. Get inside it and a cutscene will start that will take you to this safe house. Explore, find other clues and information that will help you on other puzzles, and you'll also find the Sanctum Key on top of a crate next to some sofas on the left side of the room. The 7th key is a major key if you draft it quite late. You find the major key inside the music room, and by late they mean late in the game's time and also when you have almost no slots left to draft. Players say that you must have less than 10 slots open for this key to appear. This is also very RNG dependent, so keep trying until you find it. And the last clue says that key number 8 is waiting behind the last door of 8. The room with 8 doors that it's referring to is the Mechanarium. You get this floor plan underground on the giant gear puzzle. This room has as many doors as rooms with the gear drafted, mechanical rooms. Rooms like the utility closet, boiler room, pump room, security, workshop, laboratory, electric eel aquarium, and the mechanary itself. Apparently, if you draft the mechanary in the place where the other exits will be blocked, these will not count and the diagonal doors will show up instead, which means you don't need to draft so many mechanical rooms before. Anyway, the last Sanctum key will be behind one of the diagonal doors. And as always, if the video helped you, give it a like, comment and subscribe. See ya!